all in canary yellow, and he will launch the ball upfield and try and set Telford on the attack for the first time this afternoon. Alfreton, a big side, dangerous in the air, but Telford with the three centre halves are too, battling for it, and it's up towards Sam Smith, headed down towards Westcar, but Jack Ray gets it away only as far as the left hand side, and Andy Monkhouse plays it to the overlapping left back, and it's crossed to the far post, and it's over the crossbar with Paul Clayton.
Before manufacture goals almost, whether it's set pieces, free kicks, corners, whatever it takes.
Here's Westcar in the right hand channel trying to find Clayton. The pass is blocked off as a gentleman launches it forward towards those three central defenders, and it's turned goalwards by Smith, but it's never threatening Montgomery's now. Of course, the former short-lived England manager, and it was his side who took the lead. Johan Cabaye scored after half an hour. Benteke missed a penalty, and then Troy Deeney equalised from the spot as Bradley Reid brings the ball forward for Telford. Kissack again with his back to goal, but turns to try and run at Nyoni. Lays it back to one of the central defenders instead, Haven with the ponytail. And here's McCone on the right hand side of that three. Tries to find Kissack, but his pass is wayward, and even though Fitzpatrick tries to, still apparent when you talk to Telford fans. And here's a mistake from McCone into the penalty area. Smith, and he's given a penalty. McCone fouled the Alfreton man after making the mistake. Smith got his chest to the ball and was hauled down by McCone. It looked a little bit generous to me, but the referee absolutely certain.
Yeah, it looked really soft. Really, really soft.
The experienced striker will take it against Montgomery, and Westcar makes no mistake. Top corner. Mistake from McCone. Penalty given. Looked generous to me, but Telford are behind. Telford 0, Alfreton 1.
Well, you don't save those, do you? You do not save those, whatever you make of the award of the penalty initially, and I thought it was really harsh. Or at least before the goal, they were getting John Paul Kissack on the ball a bit more, which is a positive. But yeah, they need to be strong here mentally as much as anything else, don't they, Telford? Now, we talked about the physical aspects of this game, but they need to be strong mentally after conceding that goal.
Wilson with the cross. It's whipped in devilishly for Samuels to fight for, but he can't get anywhere near it in the end, and it's cleared tantalisingly close, the original ball in towards Samuels, who threw himself at it, and then as it rolled away from him, he threw out a left leg and just couldn't quite get there, and it was cleared. But here's Wilson again from the resulting throw-in. Nice 1-2 on the edge of the penalty area with Reid, and Wilson has it back in from O'Hanlon, and that'll be Telford's first corner of the game, and that gives the home fans something to cheer.
But Telford really need to do something from these situations.
As you'd expect, it's the two wing backs that stay furthest back as it comes in towards a near post. It's a poor delivery in the end, and I thought that was going to be a corner off Kennedy, but in the end it's been given as a goal kick,
and quite rightly into the referee's notebook.
Free kick taken short. O'Hanlon then turns the ball into the edge of the penalty area. Not a particularly good delivery though, and in the end Samuels does well over on that far side to win a corner out of it. It's going to be taken short. Kissack has it now, trying to make his way into the penalty area. Does so. He'll want to shoot. Can't find the space, and it's all crowded on the edge of the box, but Kissack with quick feet drills it in, and it's turned over the crossbar by Fitzpatrick. Around on halfway, and nobody quite getting it under control. This time Alfreton get it and work it right to Westcar. He's trying to get across into the penalty area, but he's well dealt with and marshalled by O'Hanlon. Wilson, who's recovered from that foul from his namesake, finds Westcar again, and this time he does get the cross in. It takes 3 or 4 steps back over on that far side around the frost cover that's over there in the corner, and puts it right under the crossbar. Montgomery with a decent punch. Danger's not over yet as Monkhouse gets it back in towards the penalty spot, and there's a foul given against McGowan. We'll have plenty to say because it really hasn't gone their way at all, and that is the half-time whistle. It's very difficult to know how to sum that up. Basically, a really, really poor game. Explaining this world record well. I need the Guinness Book of Records in front of me. Let me have another go at that. The most consecutive victories in a top flight anywhere in the world is what I was trying to say. And Steve Humbles, who frankly uses words that I don't understand every week, is looking at me like I've just disgusted him with my lack of command of the English language. Have you sorted those substitutions out as the second half gets underway?
Well, it's Elliot Hodge, actually, isn't it, who's come on for Telford? That was, I thought it was the 16 that went up. Perhaps that was the Alfreton change. It's not Danny Reynolds, it's Elliot Hodge.
Anyway, Alfreton have a long throw in on the edge of the penalty area. It's hurled in. It's an absolutely huge long throw that the left back Heaton has. Goes all the way across to the right hand side. The cross is pretty aimless and goes out for a harmless goal kick for the ball and plays a long ball forward to Reid, but he does get his head to the ball and almost causes a problem for McGowan, who drew 1-1. Troy Deeney got his 100th goal for the Hornets, cancelling out Johan Kabai's first goal for Sam Allardyce. Winston Reid has just doubled West Ham's lead at the Liberty Stadium. They are 2-0 up against Swansea, Ayew with the other goal, and Eden Hazard has doubled Chelsea's lead at Bournemouth as Telford come forward. Decent positive run this from Hodge, and he's won a corner. Hazard adding to Pedro's opener for the team running away at the top of the Premier League. But Telford, the corner played to Hodge on the edge of the penalty area. Nice pass looking for Kissack, but in the end Monkhouse read it well and got the ball away. O'Hanlon not penalised for a shove in the back on Priestley, and tries to play a ball into the penalty area for Telford. It's cleared on the edge of the box and on his trusty left boot, which has taken him into the Football League. And now here's Shelton working it down the right hand side for Alfreton, but they can't find Clayton in the penalty area.
You don't understand? That's word of the day. Word of the day.
From butchering the English language trying to talk about the Welsh Premier League to going a bit French and throwing trebuchet in there. Why not? And here's Hodge for Telford. That's a better ball in. Whipped across the face of goal. Nobody on the end of it. Just nobody gambling.
They've got the goal and they've sat back. Telford haven't been good enough to get in behind them. And, you know, Nicky Law will be very happy, quite content with the way it's gone for his side.
An hour gone on BBC Radio Shropshire. Still just that Craig Westcar goal for Alfreton. And Telford continue to huff and puff and fail to blow any houses down. But here's Wilson in the penalty area. Could this be the chance? Reid, equaliser. And finally, Telford break through. Wilson managed to get him behind. Got a low cross in, and Reid found the corner. Telford 1, Alfreton 1.
Well, it all came as well from an absolutely exquisite ball from John Paul Kissack. Let's not forget about the initial pass that created long throw, perhaps.
It's a cold day as well, isn't it? So that will have come sharp.
Yeah,
will have come sharp.
But the linesman is still putting the
But the linesman is furnished again with the right paraphernalia, and Samuels will take the throw in. Wilson holds it up inside the penalty area. Kissack gets to the byline, finds a cross, and it's cleared over the crossbar in the end. Samuels right hand side now. Hibbert's got his hand up in the penalty area. Wilson holds it up on the edge of the box. Hibbert trying to find space to turn, can't quite get there, applauds the intent. As Junior Brown scored for Paul Hurst's men. That's on 96 FM if you want to listen to that. In the ball comes from Fitzpatrick. It's disappointing, too close to the goalkeeper, and that's been a real source of frustration this afternoon. Samuels is on the overlap on the right hand side and gets it. Hodge is in front of him. Hibbert in the penalty area with his arm up. Hodge right on the touchline. Dummies twice. Gets the cross in left-footed in towards Hibbert, who heads it goalwards, and it's just wide. Took it probably right off the forehead of Wilson, who
turn the tables here.
Wilson and Fitzpatrick stand over it. Wilson takes it, it's clipped off the wall and will go out for a corner. Potentially a final opportunity for Telford. Corners haven't been great so far. This one comes in towards the near post. Hodge misses it, Monkhouse clears. Back in from O'Hanlon. And Wilson's offside, isn't he? The flag stays down, he shoots straight at the goalkeeper. What a chance! Hibbert's got his hands on his head, and Wilson thrashes like a fish on the ground. He's so disappointed.
Yeah, you can't believe it, can you? It looked, for all the world, like he had to be offside. And I think what had happened was everyone, when the ball came out from the original corner, everyone had pushed out for Alfreton apart from one defender at the back post. And then when the ball came back in, Wilson was in acres of space, being played onside. The linesman let it go. He was pretty much one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It was more or less the last kick of the game, but he couldn't find the back of the net. And what a strange game this has been, Mark. A really, really odd game to sum up.